Chapter 4, The Gossip. A few days after your TV interview, you and Jenny lounge in your apartment having major catch-up session. I feel like I've barely seen you since the holiday party. I know, right? But in my defense, you've been pretty busy, so Spill, I want to know everything. Where do I even start? Where do we start? Sophia, Addison, Sam. Addison's so angry. Like, not even Sophia's that angry. So let's start out with angry. I've got to fill you in on Addison. The lady came back from the dead and there's more? You remember how I told you she ambushed us at the cabin with the DNA test? You filled Jenny in on the rest of the encounter with Addison. Luckily, she left before the boys woke up, but it was a lot. And he leans back against the couch. Damn. And you haven't heard from her since? No, but it's a matter of time. She made it clear that she plans to get Sam and the boys back. I don't hate her. I feel sorry for her, actually. If it's legitimately her. I can't imagine what it's like to miss out on 5 years with your family and come back to find they've moved on. I'm not sure I'd do anything different in her shoes. For what it's worth, I think you're a good person for thinking about it from her perspective. Maybe, but it doesn't make things any easier. There's a lot more going on aside from that. We'll end with Sam. Going back to work's been a real roller coaster. Are you the queen of the nerds yet? Actually, kinda. I got promoted to head of the lab. Really? Anna, that's amazing. It would be, except Sophia didn't even interview me. She just stomped in, demoted Evan, and unceremoniously gave me his job. I'm worried about the power dynamics. Things in the lab were already weird with everyone finding out about me and Sam, and then Addison showing up at the company party. Addie still has my back, but I'm not sure about everybody else. Oh, Addie. He seems like a really nice guy. Very, loyal? Wow. Wow. I guess, yeah. He's a good friend. Right, that's what I meant. Just remember that you're not in it alone. What snide comment did she just make? Anyway, that's not even all of it. Sam. Things with Sam and the wedding are now not going how I expected. Is everything okay between you two? We're great, and I'm so excited to be planning our wedding. It's just, I feel like I've barely had a moment to breathe and even enjoy being engaged, and now this party. You're not excited for it? I just wish it wasn't sprung on me on a national TV show. It feels like I have no control over my life right now. The wedding's the one thing that should be ours, mine, and Sam's. Jenny slings an arm around your shoulders and gives you a comforting squeeze. I'm sorry, hun, but you know I'll be there working overtime to make sure it's everything you've ever dreamed of. Thanks, Jen. So yeah, that's my life right now. Wow, that's a lot. As the two of you head into the kitchen to refill your glasses, she flashes you with a reassuring smile. But you've got Sam and the boys and a certain glamorous BFF in your corner. It means a lot to know that you have my back. But honestly, I could use a distraction from it all. How's it going with the hottie from the gym? Oh, nothing really happening there. She studies her nails for a conspicuously long moment and you raise your eyebrow. Nothing. Come on, you said he was practically drooling over you. I've actually been, taking a little break from dating, focusing on other stuff. Your eyes narrow when she doesn't elaborate. She's keeping something from me, but I know what'll make her spill. If your calendar's open, then I guess you're free to go on a trip down memory lane with me. A bowling lane, to be exact. You seriously want to go to our old high school hangout spot? Like, right now? Diamond choice. Get Jenny to open up. Alright. Come on, we could both use some old school fun right now. Alright, I'm in. A few subway stops later, you arrive at the Bullmates, a bowling alley downtown that you and Jenny used to frequent as teenagers. Oh my god, this totally brings me back. It hasn't changed at all. You taking the fluorescent lights, the red vinyl benches, and the sounds of clattering pins. We had so many good times here in high school. I wonder if any of our high schoolers have held out. I remember when you dumped your soda on Kyle Hansen in front of the shoe rentals? Yeah, he deserved it though. He kissed Stephanie Fry the day after he asked me to prom. You share a laugh at that memory. So, what made you want to come here after all this time? I wanted to remind you of how long we've been friends, and how you can trust me with anything. I can tell there's something going on, Jen. Whatever it is, you can tell me. It's complicated. I know complicated, believe me, but I won't push it. I'm here whenever you're ready. Thanks, Anna. But for now, I'm gonna kick your butt and up and down these lanes. Do your worst. You arrange your shoes, grab your bowling balls, and then make your way to your assigned lane. I'm giggling at grabbing your bowling balls. Shut up! Listen, just shut up. We should pick nicknames for the scorecard like we used to. I want to be Alley Cat, why not? Alley Cat? Classic Anna. What should I be? You were always better at coming up with these. You should go with Jen in Rome, Jenny is, Generation. I'm gonna go with Janius. Because you're a fashion savant. I love it, but flattery won't make me go easy on you. The screen flickers on as the whirling machine drops a set of pins at the end of the lane. You're up first, Alley Cat. Show those kids how it's done. You ring your ball to the chest as you take 2 steps up to the lane. You swing the ball behind you, building momentum before you release it on the lacquered wood. Come on, come on. The ball speeds towards the pins, curving at the last minute, knocking down 6 pins on the left side. Nice one. You're set up for a spare. You're up for your next shot. I should aim for the right. You send the ball slightly to the right and watch as it crashes into the pins, knocking the rest of them down. Ooh, still got it. Go Alley Cat. You're up, genius. You swap back and forth for several more turns. By the time the game's over, you've worked up an appetite. Food break before we go for round 2? Yes, please. Give me that greasy goodness. Please. We don't have to just stare longingly at beers anymore. You head over to the concession stand and put in your order. Adult beverages for the adult of us. Or our old favorite. Fried chicken and a biscuit. Oh, that sounds nice right now. Protein. You take the food back to your lane and dig in. Coming here was a really good idea. It takes me back to when things were simpler. Even though our problems felt like the end of the world back then. Little did we know. Yeah, no shit. Oh, God. You eat in silence for a moment until Jenny lets out a sigh. You were right before, Anna. There's something that's been on my mind lately. Well, if you're ready to talk about it, I'm ready to listen. Don't take this the wrong way, but it's hard to watch you and Sam together sometimes. I get jealous. Like, not of Sam, of course, of both of you, of your relationship. I want something real, too. We don't have to talk about Sam and the wedding if... No! You have to know that I'm so happy for you. And I definitely don't want you to feel like you can't talk to me about your relationship, because I'm sad and single. You frown at her and are hurt that she didn't confide in you sooner. I'm sorry, Jenny. I had no idea. Hey, it's okay. You've got a lot going on right now. And it's not like I need a man. I just really want one. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. I feel this. It's a mood. Something about her expression makes you curious. Sounds like you're talking about someone specific. She quickly takes another bite, avoiding your eyes. Fine. I'll just have to take a guess. I bet it's Matt Rodriguez, the King of Cordonia, or Carter. Sam's driver? Oh, he's practically family. Carter might be a little old for you, but I can put in a good word. Listen, he's a nice old chap, you know, he might be a little lonely himself, you know, you have some good company. You got me. I'm a sucker for a grandpa and a chauffeur hat. Oh my god. Just promise you'll make it last, or the car rides will be really awkward after. But seriously, I do think I knew who you're pining after. It's Addie, isn't it? Mm-hmm. She visibly deflates, letting out a heavy sigh and hanging her head. Yes, and I feel horrible. I ran into him at the coffee shop a few weeks ago, and he was just so nice, charming, and funny. And then we met at the bookstore and went to the movies last week. He mentioned running into you, but I didn't realize you'd been seeing that much of each other. I'm not sure it's such a good idea, Jenny. He's married, remember? Ooh, this is true. I'm gonna say married. Tendency to get in over your head. You should never say something like that to someone. Because there's nothing wrong with wanting some love, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should go for it, but, yeah, no, he is married. I know he and his wife don't have the best relationship. They have no relationship. She treats him like garbage. Like, and Sam was engaged with kids when you met, but that didn't stop you from falling for her. Oh, she has a point. You're a little taken aback by the accusation, but you know she's right. Sorry. No, you're right. I shouldn't be lecturing you. I know you can't help who you love. I just want you to be careful with your heart. I'll try. You pull her in for a hug. Regardless, you know I'm always here for you, just like you've been there for me during everything with Sam. Thanks, Anna. You're the best. No, you. You pull back, smiling. Now, I think we have a game to finish. 2 more games and a few beers later. See, I've never went after a woman who's in a relationship or married. No. I have like a rule that I'm like, yeah, no. If you are dead set on that person not really being with him or whatnot, you need to break it off and then we can pursue. But yeah, no. Return to your apartment and happily collapse onto the couch. We should do that more often. As if you'll have the time between work, Addison, and planning a wedding. Actually, that brings me back to something I've been wanting to ask you. You're my best friend and my biggest cheerleader, and there's no one else I'd want on my side on the wedding day. Will you be my maid of honor? Jenny stares at you for a long beat before jumping on you in a crushing hug. Are you kidding? Of course I'll be your maid of honor, Anna. You hug her back, glad to have control over this decision, at least. I can't wait to help you plan, like the flowers, the cake, the dress. Have you thought about going backless? You and Jenny spend the rest of the day and night daydreaming about past appetizers and floral arrangements. A few days later. Sam and Carter pick you up after work on their way to get the twins from the Sterling Academy. Thanks for taking this little detour for me, Carter.
It's my pleasure, Anna. The boys will be thrilled to see you. Do you mind if I put the partition up? I'm halfway through the episode of Generation Boom Pod.
I'm sorry, what?
Of course.
Carter raises the partition, leaving Sam in relative privacy. You glance over to Sam's hunched shoulders and rigid posture. Everything okay?
Oh, yeah, it's fine. It's just starting my own company is turning out to be a lot harder than I thought.
She rubs the back of her neck, grimacing as she finds a knot.
Obviously, I knew it'd be a challenge. That's part of why I wanted to, but I feel like I've been having non-stop stress dreams all week.
You know what helps when I'm stressed? Focusing on crossing just one task off that list at a time. Reach over to massage her neck, your hands replacing her. She sighs heavily. Is there anything I can help you tackle?
Actually, there's one problem I've been stuck on all day that's right up your alley. I've got a potential client who wants to try sustainable medical supplies. If the product trial goes well, it could be a lucrative partnership. Any ideas what I should offer them to start?
How about non-plastic medicine bottles? No, I would say, well, This one's tough. Cheap, sustainable medical products. I mean, bamboo cloth could be used for blankets, pillow casings, pillows themselves, the bedding, things like that. Like, you could, like, bamboo is actually really something that only now is society, especially in America, starting to delve into. Non-plastic medicine bottles. We once had glass medicine bottles, but, you know, they got rid of those. So what the hell would you go with from glass that went to plastic? What would you go from plastic? See, that's I'm unsure of. I want to go with bamboo, but I'll go with non-plastic medicine bottles. There's no reasons meds have to be dispensed in plastic bottles other than availability. That's a great point. What would you recommend instead? Something like aluminum or glass? That can be easily reused or recycled. Glass bottles used to be used. Sam turns out of your grasp to face you, giving you a quick kiss. Thank you, my brilliant fiancé. I'm always happy to help, but I think you might be taking on too much by yourself. And if you mean the prescription bottles... Yeah, no, why the hell would you want glass prescription bottles? Aluminum, sure, but... No, plastic is cheaper than aluminum, so no. Actually, bamboo is probably your best chance. You reach for Sam's shoulders again, kneading slowly as she lets out a soft moan. We have a bit of time before we get to the school. I'd love to help you relax. You slide your other hand up her inner thigh. Her breath quickens. Sam glances towards the partition window. We'd have to keep quiet. Listen, you don't have to stay quiet. All I have to do is death by snoo-snoo. Carter just opens a partition. What happened back there? She fainted. Challenge accepted. You pull Sam towards you, angling her body so you can work both of her shoulders. She sighs as she relaxes into your touch. That feels nice. I guess I didn't realize just how stressed I've been. Then let me make you feel good. Starting with your neck. If your shoulders are any indication, your neck's probably a knotted mess. She groans as your fingers slide along her skin, alternating between gentle sweeps and hard pressure. Yep, knew it. I guess I'm not used to spending this much time huddled over my desk. Once you're satisfied, you move back to her shoulders and show your hands down over her chest. You take your time caressing the curves of her okay. Pretty much there was a option for, her to switch off with you, or you just to focus on her. I went with the focus on her. You lock eyes and laugh, giddy at the recklessness and passion. Once you catch your breath and reluctantly help Sam collect her clothing. I hope you're feeling a little less stressed now. Are you kidding? I don't know the meaning of the word at this point. You share one last kiss just as you feel the car rolling to a stop. Just as you're about to step out of the car, you get a text alert from Dalton Labs. Sorry, it's the Labs. I'll be right behind you. Take all the time you need. After a bit of back and forth with Addie, you step out of the car to see Sam chatting with some of the other Sterling parents. It's been an adjustment becoming a work-from-home mom, but I'm enjoying getting to spend so much time with the boys. Lana, Marisol, and Will stand around Sam, hanging on her every word. I can imagine. I wouldn't trade my hobby time for anything. Has it been hard getting actual work done? Not while I'm there at school, but once they're home, I usually have to wait until bedtime to finish my day. I'll probably have to hire some help again soon. Sam clears her throat, trying to hide a secret smile, though I'm not feeling too stressed today. Lana spots you approaching and breaks into a smug smile. Why, here comes the help now. I'd like to help my foot up your ass. I mean, what? Lana! Since helping people is a good thing, I'll take that as a compliment. Kill them with kindness. Lana rolls her eyes. Next, are you gonna tell me that you're rubber and I'm glue? No, but want to see the bottom of my shoe? Hey, it rhymed. Well, we are in a schoolyard. Sam wraps an arm around your waist protectively, and you lean into her.
Of course, Anna's been the biggest help with the boys as my fiancée, but that's not what I meant.
Oh, is that still happening? Our engagement? Yeah, why wouldn't it be? I just assume with Addison back in the picture. Before she can finish, the bell rings and the children rush down the steps. See ya! Don't forget the math homework, Mason. I won't. Mickey, I'll tell you all about my pet spider later, okay? Yeah, great. What's this about a pet spider? As the parents collect their kids, you glance at the twins' expression, sensing something is off immediately. I bet they're struggling with schoolwork, dealing with friend drama. You put your arms around their shoulders as the four of you walk back towards the car. Is something going on with Steffi or Liliana? Kids can be mean sometimes. No, they're nice ones. Them and Hobby, anyway. So, were the other kids mean to you? I don't want to talk about it. Great. You usher the boys into the waiting car and turn to them with once their seatbelts are buckled. Come on, tell us what's going on.
Maybe we can help.
Okay, people have been talking about us at school, about Addison coming back. They said some really mean stuff, but we're fine. We don't want to bother you with it. Boys, it's never a bother to help you.
If other students are bullying you, I can talk to your teachers.
It really wasn't a big deal. Don't worry about us.
It's clear that they aren't going to open up that easily.
It's fine. Hold on, let me just crack my knuckles and tickle attack! Sam gives you a concerned look, and you reach over to squeeze her hand. She whispers in your ear.
I hate seeing them like this. I just wish I could help them.
I know. Maybe we should do something to cheer them up.
That's a good idea. They might be willing to talk once they're in a better mood.
There's a chocolate shop not too far away from that does classes. A sweet treat might do the trick.
If you think it'll help, I'm in.
I still believe you don't need to spend money to solve this solution. A simple tickle attack for 20 minutes will work. It will work wonders. But fine, cheer the boys up with chocolates. You turn to the boys with a smile. You know what? We're taking a detour on the way home. We are? Well, where? It's a surprise, but I promise you'll love it. Carter, I'm sending you the address.
Roger that, Miss Shula.
A short car ride later, you lead Sam and the boys into the destination. Here we are. A chocolate shop?
Not just any chocolate shop, a make-your-own chocolate shop.
Cool. Grinned Sam before ushering the boys to the back of the shop where the stations are set up. Hey there, are you two ready to become junior chocolatiers? Yes, quick question. What's a chocolatier? Person who makes chocolate. It means we get to eat all the chocolate, duh. Taste testing is an important part of the job, but first, we have to figure out what flavor of chocolate you want to work with. I want to do milk chocolate. I like white chocolate. I hate both of you. I'm leaving Sam now because of this. Addison can have you! I'm serious. Okay, you know what? I'm doing dark chocolate. Piss off.
I'll go dark chocolate. And what about you, Anna?
You peruse the menu of flavors and toppings. Yeah, no, listen. As a coffee connoisseur and a person who does chocolates, I can't... Like, I can go back to milk chocolate. White chocolate, yeah, I've never been fond of. Milk chocolate, I can go here and there. Little bits. Little tiny bits. Dark chocolate, it has to be. I like chocolate a little bitter.
Great minds.
Because it's closer to coffee. I mean, what? The chocolatier prepares the supplies for your stations, helping you all start melting your chocolate in a double boiler. First, we have to temper the chocolate so it'll hold its shape. Otherwise, it'll melt in your hands. What if I want it to melt in my hand? Maybe you can settle for melting in your mouth instead? Oh, the M&M thing, because that never worked. That's way better. Once that's done, take a look at the menu for ingredients to mix in. Or you can fill the mold part way, put something in the middle, and then fill the rest for the surprise center. I want mine to have a gummy worms and toffee.
Interesting.
I'm gonna put peanuts and pretzels and strawberries in mine. Oh, and sugar.
Yeah, because it's not already full sugar as it is. I don't know if you need extra sugar, buddy.
The rest of the combo sounds pretty good, though. As for me...
Oh, what do we got? We got... Yes! This is all I needed in my life! Okay. Hold on, let me check the other shit. Cherries, yeah, no. Peppermint candies, I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, I know some people enjoy, you know, like cherries with chocolate all over them and stuff. Listen, I like spicy, I like the sweet, I like the spicy. By the way, it removes the bitter taste, so yeah, no. Sugar and spice and everything nice.
My thoughts exactly. Amazing job, everyone. The next step is to set them in a blast chiller. Then we can finish them off with toppings. You take your trays and disappear into a walk-in refrigerator.
Are you having fun, boys?
Yeah, learning how to make chocolate's really fun. Yeah, we can go to candy school instead of regular school.
You and Sam share a look.
Are you sure you're not just saying that because of what happened at school today? No! Oh, okay, maybe kinda.
You said some other kids were saying mean things about Addison coming back, right?
They said she left us on purpose. And that she stayed away from for so long because she hated us.
They said that. Kids can be cruel. But boys...
If that's true, why'd she come back? No, you have to actually pose this question to them.
Like, we don't know if she truly loves them, so that's why I'm doing this.
She didn't have to come back, but she wanted to be with you. But why did it take her so long to come back? Well, she came back as soon as she could, as soon as she remembered who she was, who her family was.
I know this is confusing, but Addison loves you more than anything in the world.
I guess that makes sense. I knew those kids were lying. You're just saying that because Steffi yelled at them.
Steffi stood up for you?
Yeah, our friends have been telling everybody else to stop talking about us.
You're lucky to have such good friends. But if your classmates don't stop, you can always come to us. You know that, right?
Yeah, duh.
Sam pats the boys on the shoulders as the chocolatier reappears with your trays.
Alright, now that the chocolate's set, you can pop them out of their molds and add toppings.
The twins set to work on decorating their chocolates, and you can see Sam artfully dusting hers with cocoa powder. Sprinkles, drizzle with caramel. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go topping-less. I'm going for an artisanal look.
Great job, everybody. Let's get these packaged for you.
The boys follow her to the wrapping station, but Sam puts a hand on your elbow to hold you back. Thank you for helping me talk to them about Addison. Some days I'm so worried about saying the wrong thing that nothing comes out. I don't know how you do it. You're so good with them.
Honestly, it's simple. I just put myself in their shoes. I say what I wish someone had told me when I was their age.
I never went through anything like this when I was a kid, but if I had, I would have wanted my parents to be upfront with me.
Well, then that's what you should do with the boys.
I'll try and be more open with them from now on. Thank you, Anna. Sam wraps her arms around you and you lean into her as you watch the twins tie ribbons around their chocolates.
They're ready, Anna, look!
Nice, made with love. Those look delicious, Mason.
Want to trade for one of mine? No, Anna should trade for one of mine.
Why don't we all share? No, I'm sorry, I can't. I took an oath. One must not share their chocolate and coffee. I took an oath. No, especially spicy chocolate. Oh my god, and it's so rare to find, let me be honest. And don't give me that bullshit about the garbage that you can find at like a Walgreens. No. No, that's not real cayenne chocolate, okay? Also, there's the chocolate with, like, the candy poppers in them, right? The poppers that once you put them on your tongue, they pop and stuff. Yeah, no, listen, there was a chocolate bar. I can't find it. It's gone. It's long gone. It was really good. The four of you try all of the truffles, laughing and teasing each other, long into the afternoon. When you get back to the penthouse, you're surprised to find a visitor waiting for you. Aunt Robin! Oh, kill me now. Mason and Mickey rush to hug Robin while you and Sam hang back. If it isn't my favorite nephews. We're your only nephews. It's a good thing you're my favorite. That'd be an embarrassing otherwise. Alright, boys, enough climbing on your aunt. Go start your homework. The boys rush off as you eye Robin warily. What are you doing here? You have a lot of nerve showing up after everything you tried to pull last year. Robin holds up her hands in surrender. Quickly, katana sword. You're right. I promise I'll be quick, and then I'll get out of your hair. Sam, I want you to hire me. Yeah, no. You can go screw yourself. Sorry. We don't hire trash. And then you close the door. What? Don't at me. Without further ado, you know what to do. It's there on the screen. Make sure to do it. It helps the channel. It helps the video. It helps me. And it helps this community immeasurably. If you're not subscribed, become subscribed. If you want to get back to the channel, if you want to make sure the diamonds and VIP and everything else keeps going, there are the thanks and join buttons and features on the platform. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. So, first and foremost, your friend is right, your BFF is right about, the fact that, Sam was in with Sophia, and you kind of came along and sabotaged that relationship. I've made this clear in the past. Addie, since he's so miserable with his wife, Addie just needs to kind of leave that relationship before going further with Jenny. And he needs to realize that, and in a way, Jenny kind of needs to say that, again, it's kind of like me, right? It's one thing if there's like an open relationship, right? That the person you're into is having, or vice versa, right? It's a little bit different. But if you are married, you are technically, going out on, them, and you're having feelings and it's emotionally cheating on the other person and things like that, then yeah, no, listen, end the relationship. It's that simple. Like, if they're already, an air quote, Jenny says, that his wife is treating him like garbage, then Addie needs to realize that, come to a realization and be like, you know what, I just, every relationship, this is a very detailed or delicate and detailed issue, right? And I don't want to take too long, but every relationship has a chance to fail, right? You either work on it, which we don't know if Addie tried or not. We don't really know what he's done or not, right? There's some people which, you may think, oh, it's so bad that she's treating him like garbage, but there may be something that he's not doing. He may go home, plop his ass on the couch and do absolutely nothing at home. Maybe play video games or something. I don't know. But, if he's actually trying and she's just, an a-hole, then yeah, no, listen, that's when you go, there was a point that I really liked you, but then I got to really know you, and it's just time we, amicably split, and, just, it's over. That's about the best way to handle the situation in these circumstances. So yeah, that's what I believe in. There is some people who just need a push, and I believe Addie is one of those people who's going to need, hey, I want to go further with you. I want to develop a relationship. I want to develop intimate feelings with you, and maybe go further and be your girlfriend or whatnot. But I need you to make a choice. Because I'm not going to do anything with you until you make that choice. And that's what needs to happen. That's a way of respecting the boundaries and whatnot of the relationship and everything else. So, sorry about being a couple hours late today. Again, real life, not feeling all that great, recovering from the other day, and everything else like that. Again, I'm working on it. I promise to you. I'm working on it and getting better at coming back. Let's put it this way. There's only 24 hours in a day. I already do a ton of crap. I've got my own IRL issues, and then I'm also trying to train, be healthier, in terms of fighting my own body and things like that. It's just, if you ever want to stop by the stream and talk about it, these things, and get to know more versus, some small message at the end of a video, that'd be great, get to know me besides the content that you like, get to know a content creator on a personal level and get to know them, and maybe them getting to know a little bit about you, whatever you want to talk about. For me, I'm an open book, really, or at least I try and be. So, yeah. No. Anyway. Love your beautiful faces. Thank you all for watching. Much love and appreciation. And I'll catch you all later. Peace out.